The mood in the Forest camp was relaxed on May the 2nd when the team travelled to West Bromwich Albion for the last game of what had been a fantastic season. Forest were by now promoted back to the Premiership, and despite tough competition from both Middlesbrough and Sunderland throughout the campaign, they were already deserving nationwide Division 1 champions, even with one game still to play. Just one season ago, though, the story had been quite a different one. Scenes of despair at the City Ground when the management team of Dave Bassett and Stuart Pearce had been unable to halt the slide as the team were relegated to Division 1. And then fans were dealt another blow when Pearce announced he was quitting Forest to join Kenny Dalglish at Newcastle. His love of playing for his country caused him to make the move. The Nationwide League not the best place to press a claim for a World Cup '98 spot. Stuart had joined the club way back in 1985 from Coventry City. He'd been a key player with Forest and had been captain since 1987. As one of the most respected left-backs in the country and a superb leader, Psycho would be sadly missed by both fans and teammates alike. Other departures from the Forest squad at that time were Brian Roy, who moved to Hertha Berlin, Alf-Inge Haaland, who moved to Leeds United. But one man, of course, stood out from all the rest. The board unveiled new sponsors, and as the summer passed, there were, of course, other new names at the City Ground. Swiss international goalkeeper Marco Pascolo, John Helder from Rosenborg in Norway, Thierry Bonelaire from Neuchâtel Xamax in Switzerland, midfielder Andy Johnson from Norwich City, Alan Rodgers from Tranmere Rovers, and Jeff Thomas on a free move from Wolves. So with the squad in order and pre-season training out of the way, how did Dave Bassett view the team's prospects for the forthcoming season?
I think you're always apprehensive of what's going to happen with the new season, but I was confident with the squad we've got. We've got ability in the team, and subject to not having too many injuries, I've always felt that we would be challenging, and expected us to be challenging. Our expectation is to be up in the promotion area at the end of the season.
The new board would also begin its first full season at the City Ground, and there were preparations to float the club on the stock market. On Saturday, the 9th of August, the season began. Forest away to Port Vale, and a welcome return to the Forest side for Steve Stone, who was playing as though he'd never been away. The only goal of the game came when Pierre van Hooijdonk flicked on Stone's cross, and Kevin Campbell twisted to place his header to the left of keeper Paul Musselwhite. And then, having put 8 goals past Doncaster in the Coca-Cola Cup in midweek, Forest were firing on all cylinders for the first home league encounter against Norwich.
Well won by Stone. Here's Little. Van Hooijdonk ahead of him, waiting in the penalty area. Stone. Well, it was a very inviting ball, and Newman had to throw himself there in front of Campbell to turn it behind for the first corner. And that's a great ball. Adams on the surge. Just behind Edie. Little. Cleared. O'Neill. In off the post. Norwich lead 1-0.
Certainly showing a good appetite already, Steve Stone. Few tricks.
Van Hooijdonk! Brilliant save from Marshall. Stone set it up for him, but Marshall denies Van Hooijdonk. Here's Campbell. Thomas has made a great burst into the box, but it's Bonalaire! Marshall save, Van Hooydonk going for the follow-on, but he's gone there! Forest have equalised, and Van Hooydonk gets his first league goal of the season.
Well, intense pressure from Nottingham Forest, and it's, you know, the warning signs were there for Norwich City. Good build-up. Campbell does well here. He doesn't panic. He just lays it inside to Bonalaire, who it's a rasping shot, and Van Hooydonk quickly to pounce.
Van Hooydonk. And Bonalaire has slipped in beautifully. And he tried to get around the goalkeeper, but Marshall dived at his feet. Stone. Van Hooydonk. Thomas has started to make some useful break from the midfield, but it's Bonalaire who's through, and there's Thomas, and that's 2-1 Forest.
Superb composure there. Thomas had the simple task. There's no doubt about it. Bonalaire, great composure. It's a lovely ball. Van Hooydonk comes inside Newman, and suddenly the ball breaks to this little fella. Watch this for awareness and composure. Superb.
Reedy really hasn't flourished at all tonight, and it's Forest on the attack once more with Campbell! Oh, that's a screamer from Kevin Campbell! 2 league appearances this season, 2 goals, and Forest lead 3-1.
Yeah, that's curtains for Norwich now. They were so slow getting out of defence. Great ball in. Campbell, look at the time he's got. But that's a superb strike. Marshall, no chance at all. But Norwich were too slow coming out. Look how many seconds he got before a yellow shirt comes across. But that's a lovely strike to the far corner. And Marshall can only watch it helplessly hit the back of the net. Just bounces up lovely for Kevin Campbell. Takes a touch, whack, 3-1.
And now that they're rattling in the goals, you wonder just how mercilessly Norwich might be exposed. It's Thomas this time! What an incredible goal! Cleanly executed. Norwich just stood and watched as it seared through. And it's 4-1.
Yeah, it's a rampant Notts Forest now. And once again, it's a tremendous strike. But again, look at the time Jeff Thomas has here. Just picks his spot, sheer pace and power. Beats Andy Marshall. But the Norwich defenders, surely someone's got to be coming out and closing. Great strike, lovely power from Jeff Thomas, who's played so well. But again, someone's got to go and close, and that's a beauty.
At the Manor Ground, Chris Bart-Williams' goal in the 71st minute against Oxford was enough to keep Forest at the top of the table. Bart-Williams had come on for Bonalaire, and he turned and volleyed a corner by Alan Rogers past stand-in keeper Elliot Jackson for the winner. And so, full of confidence and having scored maximum points so far, Forest took on Queen's Park Rangers at the City Ground.
Chris Bart-Williams with the corner kick then for Nottingham Forest. Minute before the interval, can they get the breakthrough here? Flicked on there by Thomas. Oh, Van Hooydonk scores! Nottingham Forest 1, Queen's Park Rangers 0. A timely goal that for the Forest striker. Flicked on here by Thomas. And, well, no chance at all for Lee Harper, the goalkeeper. And Saunders working his magic there, and that's not a bad ball across, and Van Hooydonk inside the 6-yard box. Lee Harper looks dejected. It's Forest 2, Queen's Park Rangers 0. 50 minutes on the clock. Saunders measured that cross perfectly, and Van Hooydonk got in behind the defenders. And Harper stranded again. Well, they're really buzzing now. Chris Bart-Williams with another of these corner kicks. Into the sunlight it goes, oh, and it's flicked home! Dean Saunders the scorer this time. And again from another set piece. And Nottingham Forest are taking Queen's Park Rangers apart. So only a couple of minutes left of normal time, and Saunders gets it across. Van Hooydonk, oh, he strolled in there, almost like a Sunday morning game that. And Van Hooydonk completes his hat-trick. He's got goals in the league this season now. Saunders getting wide, perfect ball in, and he just strides in to score.
But the team's 100% record was shattered in the next game against, of all clubs, Manchester City, a team managed by Frank Clark, former boss at the City Ground. A two-goal flourish by midfielder Jed Brannan included a memorable second. Sheer class or total fluke is purely for you to decide. Kevin Campbell headed Forest's goal from a corner in the 81st minute to give a little hope. But 2 minutes from time, City substitute Paul Dickoff made it 3-1. The perfect start was over. A goalless encounter against Swindon meant that Forest had failed to get back to the top. Then it was off to Dave Bassett's former club, Sheffield United, where the Blades were able to pinch the points. Forest made virtually all the chances.
That's not a bad ball in. Jeff Thomas, oh, what a superb save by Tracy. Campbell's through, this could be the breakthrough, he's gone round Tracy. Chance on here for Forest to take the lead. Into the side netting it goes.
Gareth Taylor's match winner for United came 12 minutes from time. Forest's mini-goal drought came to an end and the team went back to the top of the table against Portsmouth. Pierre van Hooijdonk played a 1-2 with Dean Saunders and netted his 8th goal of the season. An inspired display from on-loan keeper Dave Besant kept out Pompey, who rallied in the second half. In the next league game, Forest struggled to overcome mediocre opposition in Stoke City. The goal, when it came from Kevin Campbell, was his 4th of the season. It cheered the Forest fans and helped to maintain a table-topping position. Moving into October, the team travelled away to Huddersfield Town for a Friday night fixture.
Cooper shot, oh, and it's in off the post. Superb strike from Colin Cooper, his first goal of the season. 67 minutes on the clock and Forest take the lead. It's Huddersfield 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Well, ball chipped through here. Poor defending, it must be said, but Cooper's strike is immaculate. Beaten the keeper and off the far post and in. Huddersfield's under pressure again. Saunders with a shot, good block, Saunders again, oh! What a tragedy for goalkeeper Derek O'Connor, the 20-year-old debutant, as that ball squeezed in under him. Dean Saunders had 2 attempts. And that's put Nottingham Forest firmly in charge. It's Huddersfield 0, Nottingham Forest 2. Saunders with his 2nd strike here, and the ball squeezed under the keeper. Scuffed his shot a little, and it's wrong-footed the defence.
Saunders, though, was soon on the move. Before the next game with Tranmere, Dave Bassett revealed that a free transfer to Sheffield United had been completed. So without him, Forest continued on their promotion bandwagon.
Danger threatens here, Lee Jones, oh, and he scored! The ball crept in, it beat Dave Besant. It's Forest 0, Tranmere Rovers 1. Campbell, he's causing a lot of havoc on these flanks, is Campbell. He's got round the outside again, good play by him, turns it back for Hooijdonk. Oh, and it's there, 1-1. 19 minutes gone and 2 goals already. Caused a lot of trouble for Tranmere on that flank. In comes the cross. Left-footed shot, well saved. Brilliantly saved there by Danny Coyne, and a let-off there too for Tranmere. But the danger's not passed yet. Corner. No, goal kick given. Oh, what a great run by Gamble going through. Great stop again by Danny Coyne. Scott Gemmell went straight through the middle there. Plenty of good football here for the fans to enjoy. And Forest coming forward again. Chance here, and it's there, into the top corner. Gemmell the scorer. Scott Gemmell scores in the 41st minute. And it's Nottingham Forest 2, Tranmere Rovers 1. Thompson, what a shot from him, and Andy Thompson has scored from fully 30 yards. 59th minute of the game. Can Forest get that winner? Campbell using his body strength there, but shoots wide of the far post. He claims he was being tugged, but the referee doesn't agree.
3 days later, and Kevin Campbell was still revelling in being flavour of the month with the fans. He played his part against West Bromwich Albion too.
Forest putting pressure on. Great turn by Campbell. There's the shot, just over the top. And still pressure on. Van Hooijdonk setting that one down, and Colin Cooper blazes over. Campbell, he took a knock there, but the referee plays on, and chance here. Beautiful little chip, and tipped over by Alan Miller. Question of when they're going to get the breakthrough. Campbell on here. Oh, that's a terrible tackle there from Darryl Burgess, the West Brom skipper, and a red card shown by referee David Pugh. Van Hooijdonk. Fancy footwork, good cross in, diving header, great save again by Alan Miller. So West Brom coming. Good shot, good save by Dave Besant. A real stinger there. He wants them closed down.
Steve Stone replaced Ian Wone, and the pressure continued. Stone had a 64th minute effort cleared off the line, but it seemed it wasn't going to be Forest Day. But the goal did come 10 minutes later. Campbell scored it with a little help from Alan Miller's boot.
Campbell plays the 1-2 with Van Hooijdonk. There's the shot, there's the goal! Celebrations for Kevin Campbell's 5th goal in the league this season. It's 1-0 to Forest.
A 6-goal thriller next at Elm Park against Reading, although the outcome wasn't totally satisfactory. The first goal came from leading scorer Van Hooijdonk after just 3 minutes. The Dutchman fouled by Keith McPherson, but he picked himself up to score from the free kick. And he made it 2-0 just 2 minutes into the second half. A penalty awarded after Primus had handled the ball, and Van Hooijdonk's dead ball skills were to the fore again. They would have proved so precious throughout the season. But the game was transformed when referee John Brandwood sent Forest keeper Dave Besant off for a professional foul on Martin Williams. Besant was sent for his early bath, Forest were forced to reshuffle, and Williams picked himself up to beat stand-in keeper Steve Chettle. The 2-goal lead was restored 8 minutes later though through Kevin Campbell. But incessant Reading pressure eventually proved too much to handle, and 2 late replies ensured a 3-3 draw. So Forest were now second, but were out to reclaim the top spot as quickly as possible. The next game was at home to Crewe.
Stone shot just over the top. Well, he waited, he measured that one. Didn't quite get it right. Good solid header from Colin Cooper. And Hooijdonk sending it through, and away goes Kevin Campbell. Oh, and he's clipped it over the top of Jason Kearton. It's 1-0 to Nottingham Forest, just 10 minutes gone, and he points to the boot. Brilliantly taken here, flicked it over the keeper. Back come through Alexandra. Steve Anthrobus, oh, and it's there, 1-1. Colin Little, the scorer. There. Good shot, parried there by Jason Kearton. Stone's cross. was dead strong there by Little. And a little bit of pushing there, free kick given. Now then, Van Hooijdonk, will he deliver a special, or will Chris Bart-Williams hit this one? I think Van Hooijdonk will go for this one. Top left-hand corner looks inviting. The Dutchman strikes. Yes, it's there! 53rd minute of the game, and Van Hooijdonk makes it 2-1. Really is superb from these set pieces, and the keeper no chance at all. Campbell. Well, claims for offside, but the flag stays down. Van Hooijdonk wants it back. Here he is, takes it on his left foot, tries to hit it in with the right, and turned away by Jason Kearton. Van Hooijdonk again. They're really causing all sorts of problems here. Oh, that's a terrible tackle. It's another free kick. Scott Gemmell caught by the late challenge. And another chance here for the Dutchman. There then. Problems for Kearton. Van Hooijdonk again. Goes for the same corner, and he does it again! Oh, a fantastic strike! Nottingham Forest 3, Drew Alexander 1. Just 4 minutes left for play. Well, he's done it once, he's done it twice. Sweet strike, a sweet goal.
Forest then travelled to the Stadium of Light to take on Sunderland, but after a midweek defeat by Bury, 2-0 at Gig Lane, they were on a mission to get back onto the winning trail. But Sunderland took the lead after just 2 minutes with a Kevin Phillips goal. And Forest, having already scored 24 in the league, then responded with several efforts which were kept out by Sunderland keeper Lionel Perez, who made some impressive saves. Perez, though, was finally beaten after 25 minutes by John Helder, as Forest gained a 1-1 draw. Next, it was an unhappy return for Trevor Francis to the ground where he became Britain's first £1 million footballer. Kevin Campbell snatched Forest's 17th minute match winner against Birmingham, his 8th goal of the season. 7 days later, in the next game at home to Charlton, Forest were able to open up a 3-point gap at the top. They simply brushed Charlton aside.
That's not a bad cross. Van Hooijdonk's there, knocks it down. Campbell there. Good turn, good shot. Good reflex save by Andy Pedersen. Good ball into the space again, and look at the run by Campbell inside. Can he get to it? Campbell coming. Yes, the ball's gone wide of the keeper. He's had second thoughts. So Campbell about to set something up here. Van Hooijdonk with a shot. Oh, and it's there! 1-0, 21st minute of the game. And Nottingham Forest bake the Charlton spirit. Stone into Campbell. Campbell's ridden the challenge. Oh, hit the post. Unlucky there. Whoa, shoots across the goal. Hooijdonk. Oh! The bounce deceived Andy Pedersen. 2-0. Van Hooijdonk again. 50th minute. Well, here's Stone again. He's been instrumental in so many things this afternoon. Good cross in from Des Little. Van Hooijdonk's coming in, and it's there! It's a hat-trick! An old-fashioned hat-trick, 3 straight goals, 21st, 50th and 56th minutes. The ball is the Dutchman's. Knocking the ball forward. Chance here. Oh, and it's hooked into the far corner there by Bradley Allen. Campbell trying to work a space for the shot, but he's crowded out. Van Hooijdonk, oh, just past the far post. Campbell, Van Hooydonk's in the middle. Support too from Stone. Stone trying to get the shot in, it's coming in from... Oh, beautiful goal from Ian Wone! 75th minute, and they're taking Charlton apart here systematically. Wone with the touch. Oh, and Wone scored again, but this time in the wrong net. Ross. Campbell! 5-2, 5 minutes to go, and that's wrapped it up for Nottingham Forest.
Defeat in the next match, Forest's biggest test so far this season, would have given Brian Robson's Middlesbrough the chance to snatch the leadership. As it was, the points were shared in a goalless draw, which left Forest top. Away to Ipswich, Kevin Campbell was able to help maintain Forest's 3-point lead with the only goal of the game.
Ready for the ball to drop to his feet this time. Grant Williams once more, and it's Campbell. It's 1-0. Kevin Campbell puts Nottingham Forest in front.
The month of November saw the departure of David Phillips to Huddersfield on a free transfer, and also the full signing of on-loan keeper Dave Besant. The month itself threatened to get off to a good start on the pitch against Bradford City. Colin Cooper fired Forest in front in the 14th minute. And it all appeared to be plain sailing when Thierry Bonelaire made it 2 during the second half. But after this, Forest surrendered the lead. Steiner struck back for Bradford City. And then, bang on 90 minutes, Nigel Pepper equalised, and Forest had lost 2 points. It meant they were now second. Wolves at Molineux were next. They'd already seen off Middlesbrough. They were about to do the same to Forest.
Keane, here's Froggatt. Keane let it go, lovely touch, and it's Dougie Freedman. It's good build up this from Wolves. Simpson's cross, and a chance here, and a fortuitous goal for Robinson. Campbell, on goes Johnson, and he got there, and it's in. Well, 7 minutes to go, and is there time left for a Forest revival?
Sadly, there was no revival at Molineux, but 6 days later, the season was back on course with victory over Stockport County. There were early signs for Forest, but it was Stockport who took an early lead against the run of play. Gary Megson's side then led for much of the match, but 10 minutes from time, Forest won a penalty. That man, Pierre Van Hooijdonk, stepped up and, of course, duly converted. After that, a memorable moment, not only because it was the match winner, it was Steve Stone's first goal of the season, and it earned 3 precious points. And so to Boxing Day and Forest at home to Swindon. The first 45 minutes were enough to seal the win as Forest got off to a flying start.
There's Campbell through again, and he slots it in, and a goal in the 10th minute for Kevin Campbell. A great opening here against Swindon Town. Pointed it back again, but Bowen plays it into Gemmell. Oh, Campbell's away again, he's gone round Fraser Digby, must score, he does score! 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. 22 minutes on the clock. One thing about this Forest side is the team spirit. They're really getting it together here again this afternoon. Alan Rodgers now. That's not a bad one. Van Hooijdonk at the far post, and it's there! Andy Johnson, of all people, stealing it at the far post to head it into the top corner of the net. So Forest firmly in control, and look, looking for more goals as Campbell tries to beat the offside trap. Fraser Digby can't pick it up, he's shuffling that ball away. Good work by the former Manchester United custodian, and he gets it back eventually. Ian Woe, beautifully placed. Look at the run there by Andy Johnson in the middle. He wants more goals, but it's Campbell on the ball now. Campbell tries to get the shot in. And Hoydonk! Oh, flushed over the top there. I think Fraser Digby had it covered, but the Dutchman close. And Hoydonk again. 3 goals for Nottingham Forest in the opening half hour. A chance here for Campbell to get a hat-trick. Oh, it's there! No, it's not! Kicked off the line. Stone taking them apart again. Gone past one, gone past two. Oh, great dummy there, shot from Lone, and it slices it wide. But you've got to admire the build-up for that opening there. Typical of Nottingham Forest.
The date December the 28th meant it was a year to the day since Frank Clark was installed as manager of Manchester City. Forest delivered their 13th defeat of the season.
Campbell goes through again, squares the ball, chance there, blocked on the line almost. Van Hooijdonk, oh, and it's deflected over the top. Touch there, turned away again by Wright, former Nottingham Forest goalkeeper, of course. And look at the rain teeming down here, but Stone working some magic there. No offside, Stone again. Penalty, no doubt about it. The referee points to the spot. And a chance here for Van Hooijdonk to put the ball past. Michael Brown tripping Steve Stone. 31st minute of the game. Van Hooijdonk ambles up and crashes it into the back of the net. No chance at all for the goalkeeper. It's Man City 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Look at the power of this shot. The keeper went the right way, but just couldn't get to it. Stone again. Gemmell. Van Hooijdonk. Good controlled football from Nottingham Forest again. Look at the overlap coming there. Des Little gets it, squares it across. Oh, confusion again. Campbell's there. 2-0. Kevin Campbell made up his mind immediately while the defenders stood and waited. And the celebrations all around. The referee wants to get on with it. It's the 50th minute of the game. Beautiful cross, but look at the confusion here in the Manchester City defence, and Campbell just eases the ball across and tucks it in under the goalkeeper. Campbell again, he's got goal side. Oh, is that a penalty? Definitely brought down by the goalkeeper. It could be a red card too. We'll have to wait and see. Campbell and Hooijdonk again from the spot. Again that ambling run, and this time he crashes it the other side of the keeper. 3-0. And it's all over bar the shouting. He put it to the keeper's right last time, put it to his left this one. Glasses cross. Shelley's there. Oh, an all-Georgian affair, but it's another one, this time for Manchester City. Pushing there, but he's got away with it. Stone didn't quite get the tackle in. Oh, and City are back again. Deflection off the post.
So that last game of 1997 saw Forest in second place with 51 points from 25 games. Only goals scored kept them from entering 1998 on top of the pile.
We had a few teething problems in the early part of the season, which is to be understandable, but the players kept their head, they kept their perspective, and as the season went on, the team gelled more and more, and we had some wonderful performances. I mean, I must say, the first home game against Norwich was a tremendous performance, and then Queen's Park Rangers. But then we had a little iffy spell round the time when we went out of the Coca-Cola Cup to Walsall, and we sort of struggled a bit at home against Stoke and Portsmouth, and lost at Sheffield United and drew at Swindon. That was a little period where we were sort of adjusting to things, but I felt there was still the ingredients there, and in certain games we played quite well, like at Sheffield United, even though we didn't play as well at home in those early games as we'd like to have done.
In the FA Cup, Forest were knocked out at the first hurdle by Londoners Charlton. Having by now gone out of both cup competition, the team were left to concentrate on the main issue, promotion. But before we go back to the league campaign, here's a quick reminder of the goals that Forest scored in all those cup ties. So then back to the league, a first league game of 1998 and a first double of the season against Port Vale.
Oh, a nice little touch there from Naylor, and he's through. Oh, it's 1-0 to Port Vale. What a shock for the home fans. Stone needing some magic again, caught from behind, and the referee's given the free kick. Chance here for Van Hooydonk maybe. Hits it to a deflection, and it's there! Deflected past the goalkeeper, Paul Musselwhite. 1-1, 27 minutes gone. Hooydonk, beautiful little chip onto Stone's head. Can he get round the outside? The ball just nudged away. Good cross coming in, and headed in! Oh! Just past the post. Cooper. Good controlled football. Gemmell too little again. Stone on the wing. Campbell just wants to play back in the feet, but Stone's going round the outside. Can he deliver the cross? He can! Van Hooydonk! 2-1 to Nottingham Forest. Just 7 minutes left for play. That surely is the winner.
After a 1-0 defeat by Norwich at Carrow Road, it was next stop Queen's Park Rangers. Dave Besant was in fine form. Forest's goal came in the 84th minute, courtesy of Colin Cooper. Forest winning 1-0, it meant another double. But Oxford United halted the New Year revelry. Joey Beecham scored first, and then Van Hooydonk equalised. But Malcolm Shotton's first game as manager produced him with a dream start and handed Forest a rare nightmare in the season. Beecham and Simon Weatherston completed an unlikely victory, which probably pleased Middlesbrough and Sunderland at the time as much as it did Oxford. Away to Portsmouth, the only goal of the match came from an unlikely but very welcome source, Steve Chettle popping up to score his first goal in almost 2 years. The next game with Huddersfield was switched from Wednesday to Tuesday, which enabled Van Hooijdonk to play before international duty. It made a difference.
Beautiful ball through, and Johnson chases it, gets the ball back across into the danger zone, picked up here by Des Little. Little working the shot, but couldn't quite keep it down. Much again, threading a great ball through, and look at this run by Campbell, he's through on goal now. Great stop by Steve Harper. Rodgers sliding that ball beautifully to Van Hooijdonk. Well, there's there, but it squares it across, headed away by Gray. And Van Hooijdonk again tries the shot, a blistering shot. Oh, what a goal! 36 minutes on the clock. A thunderous shot from the Dutchman. Everyone on their feet applauding that finish from Pierre Van Hooijdonk. Look at this, a crashing shot with the right foot, and the keeper just saw the player go past him. Phillips also for Forest, of course, sending that ball into the danger zone. Oh, deflection! What a save from Dave Bessett! Well, get hold of that one. Collects it the second time though. Chance for the shot. And this time Harper gets both hands behind it. Johnson. Little ball out to Damien Johnson. Van Hooijdonk, early ball in from him. Phillips has made a mess of it. A chance here for Thierry Bonnelet to score an easy goal. And it's 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. He's got goal side of him. Oh, look at that! The first goal from him was a blistering shot. The second one, a deft little hook. And there's the Gladiator.
Next up, Stoke in the Potteries and no Van Hooijdonk.
Light ball again, swept in by Crow. Desperate raiding here by Nottingham Forest, and they've equalised.
A 0-0 draw at Tranmere, and then it was time for fireworks to celebrate the first anniversary of Dave Bassett's appointment. Pierre Van Hooijdonk returned in time for the party, and there was also a welcome return for fit again Steve Stone. The visitors were promotion rivals Middlesbrough.
And here is Campbell. Now can he get away from his man? He has! And he's denied by Dibble.
What a save from Andy Dibble.
It might be a Roberto Carlos special here from Pierre Van Hooijdonk if he can make something of this, but from the run-up it looks as though he wants to. It's ambitious. Well, he really did force the save from Dibble. Here's Stone! Only just wide from Steve Stone. Van Hooijdonk steals himself. Yes. Oh! Well, it was a test of nerve for Dibble, and he was up to the task. Campbell. Here's Gemmell. Gemmell foul, free kick.
Sure, anywhere around 30 to 40 yards, this guy fancies his chances.
The variation doesn't seem to be within his thoughts. Van Hooijdonk here, lining up another blockbuster. Here comes the Dutchman. And this time he's got it! Previous attempts were foiled, but that one was bent in beautifully. And Van Hooijdonk puts Forest in the lead in the top of the table clash.
Well, this time, Rob, it's all about power, movement, and especially the dip. Whacks it, look at the dip.
There's definitely movement in the ball. The goalkeeper feels it's going to come back to him, but no way. And Pierre Van Hooijdonk does it once again. Andy Dibble looks on helplessly. The right foot keeps it low. Power swerve. And Dibble, this time beaten.
Johnson's gone down, but Campbell here is onside. Fleming played him onside, and it's a clean run at goal. Could it be two? Yes, it could. And the Forest front line is ripping Middlesbrough apart.
Would you listen to the noise? The City ground erupts. A beautiful 1-2. Campbell, oceans of space. Stone's an option. He doesn't need it. Tucks it past Dibble, and Forest go 2 up. Cool, collective, underneath the goalkeeper. And Campbell, he's had his doubters here at the City ground, not anymore. Great finish, right foot, 2-0.
Williams cross, Dibble came, and it's headed in by Cooper. Colin Cooper gets a goal against his former club that takes Forest to within a goal of going back to the top of the table.
Well, Dave Bassett's smile says it all. He shouted for the 2 against 1. Lovely clip ball in by Bart Williams. Good stop from there from Dibble. Good punch, but Cooper reacts inside the 6-yard line. Heads into an empty net. Brave goalkeeping from Dibble. The ball comes back, Borough can't clear. Cooper heads in. 3-0, game, set and match. Beautiful ball. Dibble commits himself. The ball goes up in the air. Cooper says thank you.
Campbell, Stone, and it goes down in the box. It is a penalty. And Pierre Van Hooijdonk, who scored from a free kick, has a chance for another from the penalty spot and takes it. Van Hooijdonk back in the fold. Forest back on top of the table now, surely.
But if that was enjoyable, 3 days later came a night to forget. Sunderland put an end to any thoughts that this was a 2-horse promotion race between Forest and Middlesbrough. They won 3-0 at the City ground. Alex Ray, Alan Johnston and Kevin Phillips did the damage. But 3 days after that, Forest made amends at Gresty Road. Crewe's defence simply couldn't cope with Forest's pace and movement up front, even without Van Hooijdonk to lead them. In fact, the team caused a first-half nightmare. Bart Williams, in an unfamiliar centre-forward role, gave Forest the perfect start with a shot on the turn from 12 yards. And Campbell made it 2-0 after a quarter of an hour from the edge of the 6-yard box. He then pounced for his second after 25 minutes from Bart Williams' through ball. But it wasn't all one-way traffic. Colin Little pegged back a goal for Crewe before Campbell struck again after 30 minutes to claim his hat-trick. This was a goal that took his season's haul to 17. But at 4-1 after half an hour, the scoring was done for the day, and Forest had the points safely in their control. On March the 14th, Forest scored another 3 goals, this time at home to Bury. They batted away for more than an hour before being given a bit of luck from Bury skipper Chris Lucchetti, who headed a Bart Williams cross beyond his own keeper. 5 minutes later, Bart Williams made another significant contribution by setting up Van Hooijdonk at close range. Suddenly the shackles were off and Forest were a different side, exploiting Bury's brave but vain bid to get back in this one. Such was the freedom that Forest enjoyed in the latter stages that fullback Alan Rogers got forward to capitalise on unselfish play by Campbell. He fired a third for Forest in the 84th minute. A week later there looked to be problems in the West Midlands. Birmingham were cruising to a victory at St Andrews after Peter Unlove's 60th minute penalty. But Pierre Van Hooijdonk hit back with 2 superb strikes to keep Nottingham Forest striding out at the top of the table. His skills once again proved the difference. A game they were losing was settled in their favour. Forest winning 2-1. Next it was back to the Valley and the scene of Forest's heaviest defeat so far this season. 4-1 to Charlton in the FA Cup. Unfortunately 4-2 in the league was hardly much of an improvement. Kevin Campbell did score twice, but in 3 games between the sides in the season, 18 goals were scored. So the month ended for Forest as it had begun, with a concession of 4 goals. But some healthy results in between kept Forest in the hunt, even if this one was a little hard to bear. But Forest's ability to bounce back was seen yet again with a home victory over Sheffield United.
Gemmill, nice little touch from him. Wild shot over the top though. Good approach work again from Nottingham Forest. Van Hooijdonk, he scores usually from this distance. Oh! Turned away by Simon Tracy. Look at the battle going on there off the ball. Chris Bart-Williams manages to squeeze the cross in, and it's there! Turned in by Jeff Thomas. Beautiful finishing by Thomas. 20 minutes on the clock, and it's 1-0 Nottingham Forest. Chris Bart-Williams, fine ball to Van Hooijdonk. Forced out of it though. Good defending by Troy Bellis. Short one from Stone to Chris Bart-Williams. Delivers a good cross. Oh, and a glancing header. Kevin Campbell at the near post. And they've knocked the stuffing out of Sheffield United. Stone. Rain teeming down, but it's made the conditions just right for this sort of player. And he forces the corner out of Tracy. Loves the slippery top. Alan Rogers, one ball in. Oh, look at that for a strike. Unbelievable from Van Hooijdonk. Williams. Thomas gone down the line, but there's Campbell. Oh, and Tracy just got a hand to it. So Chris Bart-Williams will take the flag kick. Great performance this from Forest. Good ball in, off the line, and it's there! Turned in by Kevin Campbell. He scored 2 goals against Charlton in the previous First Division game. 2 more here today. It's Forest 3, Sheffield United 0.
Next, Forest faced Ipswich, unbeaten in 16 games and holders of one of the best away records in the First Division.
Campbell has got a chance here, draws the goalkeeper, chips it over, will it go in? Oh no! Unlucky, he seemed to wait an eternity to see if it would drop out of the air. This is Mickey Stockwell for Ipswich Town. Johnson knocks the ball down, Scowcroft's got a chance! Oh, wonderful finish! Instinctive side foot, so simple, 1-0 Ipswich. Queuing, waiting for the cross, delivered by Gemmill, slips through to Bart-Williams, loves to drop the shoulder, he does, he goes onto his left foot, good cross from him, Van Hooijdonk was pushed, referee didn't see it. Oh, he's certainly knocked out of his stride then. Bart-Williams stands over the ball, but surely he's only a decoy. Fast bowler's run from Van Hooijdonk, and it's a powerful shot, and it's touched in by Colin Cooper. The boy with the banana boots does it again. Slipped in by the Forest captain, and it's 1-1.
Wow, this is a huge blow for Ipswich Town. Van Hooijdonk from fully 35 yards gets the vicious dip, right can't turn it aside, and Cooper, who's Mr. Consistent for Forest all season, pounces on it. Look, no Ipswich defender near him. Mowbray let him run, and I'm sorry, it was Mowbray's mistake in the first place that gives the free kick. Wright should have turned it round the post. Cooper says thank you very much. 1-1.
Dyer. Gemmill. Stone. Fine pass. Van Hooijdonk's away. Bustles off Cundy. Draws the goalkeeper and scores! He's unstoppable.
Well, I can't believe it. What can you say about this Dutchman? Superb, shows it all here. He shows Stone the run. Go on, give me it. Watch his strength. He holds off Cundy. What about the finish, though? Richard Wright, I don't think he'll be too happy with his body position. Van Hooijdonk holds off Cundy, just clips it past Wright. Wright goes with a foot, which I think could have been a big mistake. But no doubting this guy's ability, his strength, and a beautiful cool head with a lovely finish. But I have to say the goalkeeper could be better there.
His 32nd goal of the season.
Earlier in the campaign, Forest had squandered a 2-goal lead against Bradford City, and despite Bradford's first half pressure in the return, Forest went 1-0 ahead when Alan Rogers broke away and set up Kevin Campbell, who beat Gary Walsh. The next goal was courtesy of Steve Stone, but scored by Scott Gemmell, who was able to almost walk it into the net. And Bradford's misery was completed not only by the weather, but a third 3 minutes from time when Andy Johnson broke into the box and crossed for Bart Williams to side foot home. 3-0 to Forest. So Forest continued their confident march towards the Premiership, and now there was even more incentive because across the river Notts County were already 3rd Division champions. The 5th game in 17 days was against Wolves and provided a real Easter treat for Sky viewers.
Bart Williams kick looking for Van Hooijdonk. Sedgley the player in the way as Van Hooijdonk went down again. And Johnson this time! Andy Johnson, who scored at Molineux in a defeat for Nottingham Forest, makes the breakthrough here with the first goal.
Well, we certainly needed a goal in the game. But again, Wolves not clearing possible. Sedgley heads it there. The ball comes back. Possibly Johnson might have been offside there. But watch him react, and that's a quality finish. With the right foot, Andy Johnson keeps it low. Sedgley wins the first header. Van Hooijdonk goes sprawling. When it's headed back in, I thought, aye, is there offside here? But a good control, right foot finish, keeping it low past Sagers. And that's the breakthrough. 1-0 Forest.
Campbell, Forest midfield working tigerishly. This is Bart Williams. Van Hooijdonk this time has gone through the middle. They have to stay onside, and Stone has saved, but only to Campbell. Van Hooijdonk, 2-0.
What a glorious time to get the second goal. And it's fitting that Van Hooijdonk's the man again. Really, Kevin Muscat on the goal line, I thought may have got a foot and cleared it. But Forest's luck. Superb, great ball, and a lovely run from Stone. This was perfect. It's a good save from Sagers, and I thought Wolves were going to get away with it. Look at Muscat on the line. Can't react quick enough. But Stone's first time ball had Sagers sprawling. Campbell should have scored, but Pierre Van Hooijdonk, and that is a killer blow to Mark McGee's men. Wolves again, half chance to clear, can't clear, 2-0.
And away goes Campbell. Could this set the seal on it? He's through for number 3. And Kevin Campbell crowns Forest's performance and stretches their lead to 9 points at the top. Surely now Forest are on their way to the Premiership.
Well, Campbell just using his body strength here. Williams gets the wrong side of him. It's a good ball from Bart Williams. He just gets between Williams and the ball. Now he's got an easy task. Good tuck, tucks it in the far corner. And really, Forest, wow, it's very, very comfortable indeed now. Just tucks it past Hans Sagers. I feel sorry for him today. No help at all. Williams the wrong side. And with the right foot, Kevin Campbell slots it for his 23rd goal of the season.
But after 4 straight wins came one slight hiccup, away to Stockport. Forest took the lead through the ingenuity of Chris Bart Williams, whose craftily rolled free kick was converted with a shot on the turn by Pierre Van Hooijdonk. Stockport hit back to equalise within 3 minutes from their first corner, headed in by Brett Angel. And in the second half, to everyone's surprise, Stockport took the lead, again through Angel, a glanced header in at the far post. But Forest restored matters a minute later through a thunderbolt from midfielder Andy Johnson. It was good enough to earn a point in a 2-2 draw. And so arrived the last home game of the season, and a crucial match not only for Forest but for bottom of the table Reading. Defeat for them meant relegation to Division 2. Victory for Forest would just about secure promotion, and everyone wanted to be there to see it. Springtime sun and a potential party meant that April the 25th, 1998 put on a brighter face than the same date 12 months ago when they were fighting relegation. And there was every reason to be happy.
Bart Williams. Johnson in the box, it's Ian Woon! And well saved by Howie! And here's Bart Williams, and he's through here! And in the end, Forest will say it doesn't matter how you played as long as you win it. And has Bart Williams' goal done the trick? Dave Bassett was out to celebrate. The Forest fans who've had a really anxious afternoon against the bottom club, their mood suddenly changes. Bart Williams stuck up front because of Campbell's injury, and now can the dancing and the promotion party begin?
Well, it's tough on Reading. I said earlier this fella had an abundance of skill. This time, just falls. The first touch is superb. It's a great turn, and he whacks his left foot shot past the goalkeeper Howie. The first touch is brilliant. Under control, beautiful spin, lovely ability and balance, and a great finish. And goodness me, Forest, not a sparkling performance, but what a cracking goal. And Dave Bassett knows it. This stage of the season, it's all about results, and surely that's a winning goal.
And Nottingham Forest are promoted, barring a Herculean goal-scoring effort from Middlesbrough this week. Dave Bassett will be leading his side in the Premiership next season. But disappointment for Tommy Burns, who came in too late to save Reading, and they have been relegated. And Pierre Van Hooijdonk is being lauded and acclaimed. He may not have scored today, but the Forest fans in what will now be their last home game, keen to acclaim the 34 goals that he has scored, that have contributed largely to their instant return.
That victory had extended Forest's lead at the top to 6 points over Middlesbrough and Sunderland, the only sides who could possibly overtake them. But even then, Middlesbrough would have to win by a hatful of goals, and the fans knew that barring a mathematical miracle, their team were back in the big time after just a one-season absence. And following a draw and defeat for Sunderland and Middlesbrough, it was official. Nottingham Forest were champions. A fantastic season then, summed up now by Dave Bassett and the players.
This is what it's all about, playing at the big stadiums and against the big sides. So hopefully we could, do ourselves justice and stay.
I think that Kevin and myself both have different type of qualities, and I think that a team needs these qualities up front, and whether it's from two players, most of the time it is, or from one player, then that doesn't make a difference. But I think when you see Kevin's pace and strength, and you see my qualities, then I think then you can say that we've been quite successful. I think that my free kicks have been very valuable for Forest this season, because all the free kicks that I scored came on a very, very important moment in a game.
You need experience as well, and the likes of yourself and Colin Cooper, Steve Chettle, who've seen it all before, must come in useful in situations like this.
Yeah, I think everybody's pulled together. Players have experienced different things, but obviously a few of us gained promotion last time, and those that haven't experienced it gained from the others. So yeah, you're right, it was good.
Yeah, the good thing through looking back at the season is we never lost 2 games on the trot. Whenever we lost a game, we then came back and won a game or drew it. So that was good from our point of view. We was always able to keep our momentum going.
It helped me by coming into a team that was full of confidence. Although in the early games we tended to grind out a few results, I thought that was a sign of a good team, that we weren't necessarily playing well, but we was grinding out results, and the future looked good for us.
Dave Besant found himself coming to us on loan initially, with Mark Crossley being injured and Marco Pascalo getting injured, and Dave's had a marvellous season. You know, he came, as I say, to help us out as a stopgap, and played very, very well in those early games, and gradually developed and got himself a contract, and has proved to be very, very dependable throughout the season.
Yeah, I mean, apparently someone's told me that Peter Shilton's record's gone this season, and obviously, you know, it's not all down to myself. It's we defend even from the front. You know, Kev and Pierre are important for us on set plays, as are, you know, the back four in the midfield in keeping us keeping the ball off as far away from me as possible. But you know, I think we've all contributed in more ways than one. You know, in helping us keep clean sheets and helping us score goals the other end.
So Forest's determination to succeed had been rewarded, and that final game of the season against West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns was truly party time. It was a game to be enjoyed. A winter of toil, trial and torment was over. Nottingham Forest were champions, and they were back in the Premiership.
No, not anymore. That's all over now.
Broke many a heart, that has. Many a heart.
Always behave yourself. Oi, you got to lie on the floor and someone standing there.
Someone on your washboard. Don't get anyone fat on your washboard.
You have to do that one. Get big, you no money.
We have that one for the celebration.
What's that one? Alright.
What's all that about?
Yeah, I can't fault his 34 goals this season. If he had a left foot, he'd be half a decent player.
Yeah. What did he say about you, no? What did he say about me?
They came out to a standing ovation from over 23,000, all of them appreciative of a tremendous season. Albion's players provided a guard of honour, and more than 5,000 Forest fans gave their tribute. The result itself almost didn't matter.
Stone. Van Hooijdonk. Stone again. Oh, he rode that brilliantly. Gets the shot and it is deflected. It's there. They've taken the lead against the Throstles. The champions in championship style. So Hughes against Besant to make it 1-1, and he does so. Besant went the wrong way.
You're the last one, Pierre. I'll lunch box. I'll lunch Johnny.
Give us one.
And 2 days later came a more formal celebration of the Player of the Year awards. But before the individual awards came the team prize, the First Division Championship.
Nottingham Forest, Player of the Year, you've done it. Pierre van Hooijdonk.
There'd been champagne in the dressing room, celebrations at the Player of the Year awards, and now a civic reception and a bus journey around the city.
Downstairs, to be fair, it's a big draft here.
In one season, Dave Bassett had steered Forest to 94 points, 82 goals and a place back in the Premiership. They were champions of the First Division.